Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Hello, welcome back, my chocolates. I have a video here from Elvis is the man, and he says Elvis went back to his old ways in June 1973.
Oh, don't you know?
What's up, guys? Thanks for tuning into this new video on Elvis is the Man. I got a really great video for you today. Alright, so let me explain first before I get into the video what actually is going on here. So these clips I'm going to show you, some of them is from the DVD series Sold Out by Pyramid. So these aren't meant to replace you actually buying that product, and if I can, I'll put a link in the description where you can actually get easy access to buy these. Hardcore fans definitely should be into this type of product. So this doesn't replace you actually buying it, because that's actually just a small clip anyway that I want to share. Now there's a little dispute. Somebody I know, Peter Schmidt, one of the biggest Elvis collectors in the world, in Germany, he told me a little bit of the backstory, and if I understand it right, he was trading with some collectors. They ended up making DVDs in one way or another, and a lot of that footage is on these DVDs, or so I believe. So Peter Smith had a YouTube channel. I haven't talked to him in a few weeks, but I'm going to be trying to get in contact with him to see if he can put his channel back up, because us fans, we love this, especially the hardcore fans who are looking for more footage rather than just the official releases. We love this stuff because it gives a glimpse into Elvis's life and his touring on the road and in Vegas that the official releases don't really show, because most of the time it seems like Elvis was maybe holding back a little bit when the official cameras were on him, but this fan footage shows how he really lets loose. So maybe one day in the future Peter can release DVDs, Blu-rays of his stuff, because actually I think his footage is actually a higher quality. So but this is good for us fans, because anything we can get we love. So that's a bit of what's going on with this. The fans have asked me to, talk to Peter. I haven't talked to him, like I said, in a couple weeks, but he was doing some stuff, releasing some good footage that we really like. So let's get to the footage that I want to talk about. I call this the cowboy dance. He's moving kind of uncharacteristically for 1973. This footage here that I'm going to show you is from June 73. He did a great tour there, and a lot of footage of that exists. He moves so much. The thing that strikes me is he looked good. He had a tan. This was like 5 months after Aloha. For some of you who don't know, he actually had a major overdose that came on this tour, but he bounced back from that. The Elvis movie covers that a bit. This footage, though, I like it so much because he's so energetic, almost uncharacteristically energetic. But I'm going to get to that, and I want to show you this footage right here. So he's just moving constantly, and blue suede shoes like in 73 for Aloha, he didn't move like that at all. So that's just like, whoa, he just like does not stop. So this cowboy, it's not a cowboy dance, but it's sort of like the way he's doing like a little like do-si-do is kind of funny, but not to be confused with the real cowboy dance.
Well, I got a horse, and I
Steve
got a
Allen
gun,
Show.
and I'm going out and have some fun. I'm more warning you, galoot, and don't step on my blue suede boot. Yeah!
The first time I saw that was on a VHS called Memories of Elvis. And that like really wasn't aired except for the time where it was on the Steve Allen Show. So that was kind of funny. And this brings something else to mind.
trying to say? Live TV?
Exactly. I feel so bad. My band started playing the wrong song, and I know what to do, so I thought I'd do a hoedown. I'm sorry.
Hoedown, like that's sort of like what that reminds me of what Elvis was doing, but obviously he's much better. So I'm like, why was he moving so much? Like it way more than what we're used to if you only watch the official releases. One thing comes to my mind. So That's the Way It Is was aired occasionally in the 70s, and I know from reading about Elvis that he would actually tune in and watch That's the Way It Is, and how he would move his legs with his dances is how he moved a lot in 1970 and 71, like the back and forth, not just shaking one leg. So maybe he's like looking at that and be like, man, I really don't move that much as I used to. I need to pick it up to please my fans, and you can tell the fans just loved it. Maybe he felt he needed to amp it up, but this is really the real Elvis, the Elvis that we don't see from the official releases. Like if you watch Aloha, he's like almost bored. You know, he looks good, he trimmed down, he sang great, but he didn't move, and that's one thing that always kind of irks me when I watch that footage. So, you know, maybe this really is the real Elvis, and I think it is. You know, so after watching Elvis on tour and watching Aloha, it seems as though, you know, like coming off That's the Way It Is, he sort of got lower and lower. And if you never saw the Boston 71 footage, you might think that. If you didn't see any of the private footage around Elvis on tour, like Madison Square Garden, Prince from Another Planet, he moved way more at Prince from Another Planet than he did in April 72 for the official releases. It's almost disappointing, because you want... Me as an Elvis fan, like the channel name is Elvis is the Man. He's the best. He's the greatest of all time. And I want people to see Elvis performing at his best, which this footage here and others really show. He didn't perform like that for Aloha. He did Steamroller Blues, don't forget. It was a powerful performance, but not like this. Karate, like... Those karate kicks were like what he did in like August for You Don't Have to Say You Love Me. So I think we can both all agree that Elvis was kicking it up a notch, and it's awesome. Yeah, like he does not stop moving, and it makes it way more entertaining. Not only does he give the vocals, but he brings the energy and passion which he was known for. So this suit that he's wearing here, that's called the Snowflake suit, and I go in depth about this concert and more about this tour in a video that I made along with Peter Schmidt. I'll put the link in the description. I talk about the whole video. Peter gives me some great footage in better quality than this, which I think you guys will all enjoy watching. So the footage that we saw, his type of energy, it really reminds me of how Elvis went over the top in 1971. Like he just did not stop moving, which I like. I think it's awesome. But some people in his group are saying, well, Elvis was on speed a lot. If you read Joyce Bova's book, she talks about how Elvis was really out of it because of the pills he was taking. He was taking, I think, way too many. And this isn't a knock. Elvis took speed a lot before performances. He took it a lot in the 60s, you know, to keep him up on set. And he even took more than enough because he loved that great feeling. Let's keep going here. He was definitely in a great mood. The way Elvis performed in November is the way I wish he would have performed for Aloha. Even Elvis on tour seemed, you know, very subdued compared to this footage from 73 and 1971. Baltimore, Boston. I like that move. Look at this. It reminds me of this. So that's like the same moves as he was doing. And unless you saw the private footage, you wouldn't know he moved like that. He didn't move like that for Aloha, like for blue suede shoes. They did the same moves as 71. That footage there was from November. But we don't see him getting into that in his official releases. Maybe he thought I don't know why. I mean, Elvis was wild in the 50s, but if we had more private footage of his 50 shows, maybe we'd see a totally different Elvis. Don't forget, in 69, when he did his comeback opening show, Review says that he actually did somersaults in his performance. Can you imagine that? Whew. So that back and forth rocking with his legs, that 70s stuff, that's how he moved in the 70s. We didn't see that in his 50 shows, but we saw something of that type of movement, you know, the back and forth with the legs. If you watch the stand-up shows for the 68 special, like Don't Be Cruel, All Shook Up, he moved like that. Over and over, never stopping. Man, that footage is awesome. The way he did not stop, and notice his legs, how he just did that little, it's like 2 steps on one leg, 2 steps on the other. That's how he didn't move like that in Aloha. A little bit on Suspicious Minds at the very end, just before he did the karate demonstration. But this is just like how he moved though in 1970. His legs, like the rocking back and forth, not cowboy dance, but that right there. Patch it up, he does it clearly. Back and forth. Kind of like that little 60s swing. Like Bossa Nova Baby. So this footage is awesome, and some friends showed me clips of the sold out stuff. I haven't bought it yet, but it's something that I would really look into buying. I guess there's 20 volumes of it, released by Pyramid, like I said. So I'm going to try to find a link to where you guys can buy it, because this stuff is awesome. And Peter Schmidt, there's some hurt feelings there, because he says that shouldn't have been released. But Peter, as far as I know, has even better quality footage. So like I said, speaking from a fan point of view, I hope this stuff just gets released, you know, in the best quality possible. So thanks for tuning in and watching my review of this. I hope you guys enjoyed it, because I certainly did. And whatever I see that I really enjoy, I bring to you guys. And I hope you've enjoyed it yourselves. Hit the like button, it helps to grow and expand the channel. Leave me a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you guys think about what I think about these performances, because, man, I love them. That's what every hardcore fan wants, along with what we're getting on the FTD label. Talk to you guys next time.
Oh wow. Kudos to Davis for keeping Elvis' legacy alive. When I was watching the footage, it felt like as if I was in the 80s, 90s, 50s. Thank you so much, Davis, for keeping Elvis' legacy alive. Like, I like the fact that there are so many memories of him to pass from one generation to another. Elvis lives forever. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. Hope this video gave you beautiful insight of Elvis' leg walks, his moves, his dance moves. He was like king of leg walks. Like, he did magic with his legs. Guys, hope you enjoyed this video as much as I did. See you on the next one. Watch, like, subscribe, but be at peace with yourself. Bye.